Perfect daughter. And yet at GPT asked it, what are the traits of a perfect daughter? But when we are constantly feeding ourselves what the society expects from us, tunajipataka tukijipoteza sisi wenyewe. Unajipata ukicheza, unaona vile skit na kwanga. I hope tunapenda kuwatch movies. Ama tunapenda kuwatch drama. I have a tendency of going to the national cinema. What is it called? Theater, thank you. To watch when people act. And it really brings the culture of society of what you're going through. So, when you're watching those kids, if you really do not know who you are, you'll constantly be all those roles. You're running, perfect wife, being a perfect wife, I should wait for my husband till 11, 12. Even when he comes one, I serve him food, I do this, I do that, I do that. Siku leo washati tuliekea tukiwa wadogo. Unakuwa instead unadonguliwa hivi. No one really cared how you felt. Right? When being a man. Tunasema kuna ile uliza kiatu. Uliza kiatu, sivyo? A guy, a youth is crying out the frustration and go through. To an extent that the only thing can summarize it to it ni uliza kiatu. Right? So we have, our society have all these expectations about us and who we're supposed to be. If I ask you right now, who are you? Most people are going to say, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm an accountant, I am a what? Right? Your achievements. If I tell you, remove all those, who are you as a person? Toa ni mama, toa ni bibi, toa ni mtoto, toa ni nini. If I ask you, who are you, what can you tell me? And we see it back to time ya Moses. Na mwingine time ya Bush. Wakati Moses aliuliza Yesu, God, wewe ni nani? Alimwambia nini? I am whom I am. He didn't define him as I'm the creator of the world, I'm the father of all nations, I'm what? He said simply, I am whom I am. It shows might, it shows a lot of things. But most important thing was the identity that God recognized himself with. So if I remove all those roles you have in your life, being a student, being a lecturer, being a counselor, being a preacher, bring what? If I ask you, who are you, what can you say? And that loss of identity, that loss of self-awareness is how we find ourselves constantly in addiction. Because unapata mtu ana shida kwa simu, je nini? Anataka kukaa kama nani? Anataka kukaa kama nani? Verasidika? Anataka kukaa kama nani? Ronaldo. Anataka kukaa kama nani? Sivyo? Of late, a lot of women are dying. Why? Plastic surgery. And if you sit down with those people, may it be a man or a woman, it goes back to the emotional pain that we call trauma. And if you're not aware of it, unaweza ibeba hadi kwa grave. And the worst thing about trauma ni, it will always like bits and pieces of destruction along your path. And these are things that we can tend to avoid if we get to know and learn more about ourselves. So ukipata msee pale nje, maybe yako na uraibu, unaona mimi siongeleshaji watu na pombe, sio? Namwambia aje tena. Anakuja na kwambia ma, ama kwa sisi wote ni wote anakuja kwa miaka ma. Ama kwa mode, tafadhali, saidia nani? Chakula. Sio? Most of us siko baya. I'm not saying to that also sometimes I find myself in that problem. Where would you if it's true or not true? Right? Namsukuma. But once in a while, challenge yourself and have a conversation with that person. leo, me and my family, we're going to do the unthinkable. Challenge yourself. People are dying out here because of pain. Nothing else. And people are finding ways of coping through addiction. So, to turn the new life, for your new life, these are certain also verses that you can read, maybe when you're going through struggles. One is Joel, chapter 2, verse 25. Tunaweka slide. At least one. Kuna Joel chapter 2, verse 25. And then we see there is Corinthians, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. These verses link up precisely. If you're choosing to go through this journey of change, or to challenge yourself, these are the verses you can take yourself back and remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. And also, they will remind you that you are not alone. So remember, God restores, renews, and gives us a new heart. But when we are told, have you heard? Yes, I've heard it. Do you believe it? I'm not sure, but yes. Somehow. Do you live by that one? Right? Are you a Christian? Yes. Do you strive towards? Yes. And then, if I ask you, the way you're living, can it reflect the responsibility you're carrying? Okay? And remember, the church role is to love, is to have truth in it, is to create accountability, and offer practical support. There's this verse tunaambiwa, love is kind, love is patient, love does not. It's in Corinthians. So what love is. And we're told, as Christians, we should preach and live as love. Do you strive towards ensuring that that word is not just a word that you can memorize, but you can live by it? Tunaelewana? My youth, changamoto kwenu. We are the next future. Our parents are aging and they need rest. So when you're living your life, do you live to make sure they are at peace, stress-free, ama itu ni kuchangia pakubwa kuhakikisha wameingia kwa kaburi haraka? So, I wanted to finish with this. In the journey of change, you can never use the same techniques to achieve what you want. Inamaanisha kama tulikuwa tunatembea kwa hii corridor, unaona hii ni brown, si ndio? Ni brown ama cream? Brown, si ndio? If this was my path, hii brown, nikiamua kubadilika, lazima niongeze some, I think this is cream, and then some white, right? But you can't always umetembea the same road that you used to. And this goes back to our behavior. The journey of change, we have to let go of certain things and improve on others. Sawa. Being a Christian is one of the best things that can ever happen to us, because we are never alone, even when we think we are alone. there is no way, hakuna mahali sikia kwa Biblia Mungu amemwambia wewe mchafu sana toka mbele